Recently, I was talking with a client that was interested in building an ADU, which is an auxiliary dwelling unit that you can build in the inside of your property line. If you have space in your backyard, you can build one in California. And the state legislature recently passed some new laws that make it more streamlined for you so that you can rezone and get permits faster and get the utility companies to move on these things. The ADU lightening of the rules, if you will, is in place to help ease the housing shortage. Now, it's debatable whether it's actually putting a dent in the housing supply that we need or not, but it does help people create rental properties on their properties. It's a wonderful way to create multiple streams of income, whether you live in the house, in the main house or not, you can still rent out the ADU. So there are requirements that make it a shoe-in California. It needs to be a certain square footage, and it needs to be 2 feet from all walls. It needs to, there's a lot of rules that you need to follow up on. And you can do that easily by Googling it and finding out what works in your city. There are some cities giving a lot of pushback, and they're probably going to make it a little more complicated for you to do that. But there are other cities that are just letting those go through and following through with the legislation change. That's good for us, right? If you're thinking about adding to your rental property or creating a rental property, this is a wonderful way to do it. And trust me, it doesn't cost nearly as much as the build of a home. So reach out, talk to someone, and find out what you could possibly put in your backyard. And maybe do a rental study on it before you even dig in. You could actually, from the moment you break ground, 6 months later, have keys in your hand to rent out a property. There are even prefab properties that they'll bring and assemble for you, and they're ready to go. A little more expensive, but gets you right to the point right away. Thanks so much for tuning into Tracy's Real Estate Talk, episode 284. Don't forget to follow me at Tracy Bryant Realtor on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Take care, and I'll talk to you next week.